World of Horror is a point-and-click survival mystery game. It doesn't feel like a choice-based game, rather it is the illusion of choice with a very linear main ending littered with countless bad endings. This game portrays cosmic dread brilliantly through the use of MS Paint, animations, and spooky sounds and effects. However, this game has been in early access for over 3 years, and there doesn't appear to be anything significantly new added since the first release, leading you to question where all of the early access money has gone into creating this game. It doesn't actually give you much of a say in how you would like the game to progress, but rather it is random every time in a different order with the same events eventually. But the conclusions will always take you back to one of the very few endings, while you are being pressured for time, making the situation more tense as the hours and days pass and you try to figure out the best way to achieve the next random sequence of events. The game itself is intriguing, but I can't say that it was very frightening, nor did it leave me feeling a sense of dread in any way. I was looking forward for the game to present a horror experience, but I didn't feel like it ever did. It does excel in seeing your playable character decaying over time as they absorb damage and become psychologically unbalanced as a result of curses, cuts, and injuries. The game itself can be overwhelming to someone who is unfamiliar with point-and-click inventory and survival adventures where you must decide on the best course of action to take in a limited time frame, but it does an excellent job in explaining it to you in a very streamlined experience during the tutorials and the more dumbed-down generic gameplay. It makes a concerted effort to ease you into it, which is extremely nice to see. This game looks and feels fantastic and where it really shines the most, but it just feels like it focuses way too much on the visual aspects and less about the actual story branching and endings. When you break down the actual gameplay, it consists of you utilizing multiple features to examine and interact with the distorted and plagued world of Shimikawa, Japan. But the endings will always be the same because they are entirely scripted events that revolve around 100 plus possibilities as you explore through the game, altering your experiences each time, but ultimately returning you to the final destination at the end when you complete the mystery. This made me crave a less streamlined and linear experience, something that was truly a choices matters game that led you into multiple branching points and alternative endings, not just death scenes that again have you restart the entire game to get to the true ending, which in this case is to unlock the lighthouse that is at the end of the harbor with 5 keys. I felt like they could have focused on this more during their last 3 years of early access development rather than updating the visual aspects and taking a lot of things out of the game. Don't get me wrong, the game looks incredible. I think that the developers did a very wonderful job on portraying cosmic terror and the sequences of occurrences that feel slightly creepy, but not particularly horrifying or scary. It felt to me more like an experience, similar to how games with a lot of hidden features require hours of repetitive and randomized gameplay to find the perfect sequence of occurrences to get your desired results. However, the endings all feel meaningless in terms of replayability. I would pass on this title unless you love hidden features and constantly restarting games until you can get the desired results.